my name is Nokwazi Dombela and I'm unemployed. I'm so silly. As in a dum dum. I'm so stupid, like, oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing my intro like that today, but hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. I don't usually do lives, unlike a personal capacity. I don't do lives like to talk about other things in life besides the sins of me you a trial. So today, please don't expect me to speak about Senzo. Let, let, let us let him rest. Let us allow him to rest just for today. And I have another topic in mind that I wanted to talk about, and it's a topic that obviously affects me quite a bit. And I just really wanted to talk about it and, you know, um, tell people how I feel and what I'm struggling with being unemployed and like the different sort of stages or moods that I go into. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I just want to talk about my experience being unemployed and the things that I struggle with being unemployed, and hopefully this video izofika kwabantu abanye that are maybe going through the same thing or have been through the same thing. If they are going through the same thing, it's just basically to, I don't know, give them some sort of hope. Towards the end of the video though, first I'm gonna vent and and tell you guys my struggles, and then maybe towards the end of the video we can touch on other things that are positive, that, you know, that can make you feel better about your situation, you know. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna do today, and I'm gonna do my makeup because if I'm gonna sit still and not do anything, I am quite literally gonna lose my mind. I am quite literally gonna sangana. Okay, so I'm gonna do my makeup while I do that, and we can just have a chat, guys. You guys can chat with me in the comment section. I'll engage. And really, I love to engage in real time with my subscribers because I feel like engatinila, you know, when I'm live and you guys can see me and I'm talking and you can respond to me. I love that. Like, I love that. It's not like when I post a video and then you comment and I just feel like, oh my gosh, you could respond to late and kind of thing. So yeah, we're gonna give this a shot and see how this topic goes and see where it takes us today. Hi, Coach Dux. Mandla, hi, Kwazi Bay. How are you? Mandla, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Hiba loves. Hi, you're so pretty. Thank you so much. Christopher, you don't need makeup. Thank you. I know I don't need makeup, but it's just to keep me occupied whilst I do my life, you know? Because I'm a very awkward person. I can be very awkward. So just sitting here talking and doing nothing is gonna make me feel weird. So that's why I'm just gonna do my makeup so that I'm occupied whilst I engage with you guys. So guys, the topic for today is really unemployment. Um, and I'm hoping that I don't get emotional in this video just talking about it because it's something that I am dealing with, you know. And yeah, I hope I don't get emotional in the course of this video. And for me to be able to do this video, I wrote down some notes so that I'll keep referring to, and I ensure that I don't forget anything that I wanted to touch on and stuff like that. So, right, I'm unemployed, guys. I haven't been employed for about 6 years. I've been an unemployed hand for 6 freaking years. And I say it without being all stressed out and without being overly emotional about it because it is what it is. Like, it is what it is, you know? So Um, yeah, so I started work at a very young age. I started working at a very young age. Well, I shouldn't say very young. I was like 21 when I started working. Um, I was 21. Was I 21? I started working. Yeah, I was 21 when I started working, and I enjoyed the flexibility and the independence and all of that. I really enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed working, like making my own money. Child, that was the best thing ever. And when I started working, I basically, you know how, I don't know, we don't really prepare for the future kind of thing. It's almost as if when we start working, we live for the moment. Like, you're working then and you're just doing things for lesos kati leso. That's what I felt like I did during that time. Like, when I look back at it now, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much that I wish I could have done differently when I was working, kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, I started working when I was about 21, got my own, not really boards pillar, but like, you know what I mean? Got like my own apartment and, independent hun. It was all so good. I remember when I moved into my first apartment alone. At first, I was staying with my sister, and when I moved into my first apartment alone, I remember when I moved there, I literally moved there with a suitcase full of clothes, and that was it. A suitcase full of clothes, and that was it. But before I moved, what I had done is that I basically went to is it home house and home? Yeah, I think it was house and home. I don't know if that store still exists, but it was house and home. I went there before I moved, and I literally applied for stuff, like essential stuff that I would need in my new apartment. I went there and I was like, I need a bed. I need, what did I buy? I need a bed. I need a fridge. And I need, what were the things that I bought? But there were three things, if I remember correctly. I think it was a bed, a fridge, and a TV. And a TV? Was it a TV? Yeah, I think it was a bed, a fridge, and a TV, if I'm not mistaken. But it was three like big things that I went to house and home, and I just sort of applied, and they said, we'll give you this on credit for this how many months? I think they said like 12 months or something, and this is how much you'd pay for all three of these things. And I was like, no, I actually want to finish paying for these things in about 3 months or 6 months, if possible. And they were like, no, what you could do is just like pay extra and. So I did that. I got all that stuff. I moved into a new apartment. I was very independent. I was happy. So now I've been unemployed for 6 years, and some of the major things that affected me with being unemployed, I want to talk about because I feel that I might not be the only one suffering from those things. When you have that independence and you have that confidence to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and then all of a sudden you're just dependent on everyone around you. Like, no one prepares you for that. No one prepares you for that shit. Like, oh my gosh, guys. Women, what's new? We are all one. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Slow. So yeah, guys, these are just some of the challenges that I've faced, and I really just want to talk about them. And like, engage with me in the comments about your thoughts, and if you've been unemployed, like, what did you go through and all that. Hi, boy tomato. So right, nothing big in my notes, right? So at first, when I became unemployed, guys, it was a choice that I made. Firstly, I think I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos. It was a choice that I made to leave my job, and it was due to the toxicity in my work environment. But also, I think I was just overly emotional because at the time I just had a child, you know. So, yeah, I left work and with the hopes that, when I do, I mean, I'm young, when I do apply for another job or when I do look for another job, it would be easy to like get a new job, or get another job. That was my hopes, right? So I'm a hope Sammy, you're hopeful in situations until like you're not. Hopeful until you are not. Like you would be the most hopeful person and be like, you know what, these opportunities will come and then they don't come and it takes forever and then you lose hope kind of thing. So with me, the first thing that I struggled with when I became unemployed is the struggle of sort of adapting to a person that's been independent, and then now I have to be dependent on people for even the most basic things. Hi, Sisiwe. How are you, doll? So that's the first struggle I had. It was okay, I've been working, I've been independent, and now all of a sudden I have to be dependent on other people to be able to do things that I want to do, to be able to not even I'm a wants, like even I'm a needs, like things that I really need. I have to be dependent on someone else to do that for me. That I think was the hardest thing for me. I think that was my biggest struggle. And it still is. Like actually being a person that's always asking for assistance, or a person not necessarily you always asking, but you feel like you're always asking. You understand? And sometimes you start feeling like we burden to people, you start feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm such a burden to everybody. And even though they don't make you feel like that, like for me, for example, Mina, I have a very supportive mother, who supports me angazi like crazy. Like she would literally move mountains for me. That's my mom. And she never makes me feel like ngiyamhlupha. But being at my age, being a mother myself, I feel like I'm a burden to my own mom. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I feel like I'm a burden to my own mom, even though she doesn't make me feel that way. Like my mom would wanna help, obviously, if I'm struggling, but at times I feel like no, you shouldn't be bothering your mom at this age, kind of thing. You shouldn't be bothering your mom about things because umdala. First of all, umdala, you're the one that should be taking care of your mom. Like I always get that feeling. My mom is at an age where I feel like I'm the one that should be taking care of her, and I always feel bad that she's still taking care of me. And guys, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's, I think, the biggest issue that I deal with being unemployed. I feel bad. I feel like I'm a burden. I feel like I'm bothering people. Even though they don't make me feel that, like they've never said, hey, guys, we are or hey, guys is always asking for things, but I feel that way. Boy Dumelo, it's very hard to be unemployed and also being a single mother. Yo, Boy Dumelo. Yo, girl. Hey, singabhali incwadi. I could write a book. It is hard. It is hard. So yeah, guys, that is one of the first struggles that I have, right? And then the second thing is you start feeling like everything that you need to do must be calculated. Like you start calculating everything. No misting was like you know that you need to do groceries, but you'll start calculating. If I move from this place, it's gonna be imali. If I do this, it's gonna be money that I'm gonna be spending. If I do this, it's like you're constantly calculating. Like yonke into, if people invite you out, you're calculating, ngizoya out kanjani because anginayo imali. Like, do you understand? Calculator, every move you make, you calculate. Slowly, were you still able to be in your own apartment after you left your job? Yes, I was still able to be at my own apartment. But then after a while, I moved in with my partner, and I was. So from the money that I got from work, this is what kept me going at first. When I left my job, there was obviously some money that I received from my pension fund. So it was able to keep me going for a couple of months. It was able to keep me going for a couple of months, and then obviously eventually it ran out. And the reason why it didn't last me too long, Leo Monday, is because obviously I had a car back in the days. I had a car, it was a Mini Cooper. And, you know, I was still paying for that car during that time. So obviously that meant that any money that I had, I would still actually have to pay for that car. We understand? But yeah, that car ended up being repossessed. The saddest day of my life. The car ended up being repossessed, and you know, life moves on. So yeah, guys, third thing that I find is an issue. Let me just read our comments. Kwazi, you're doing so well though. Some of us find motivation in you and your work. Thank you so much. You see, now you're gonna make me cry. Now you're gonna stop. Now you're gonna make me cry, and I'm full of color, because now you're gonna ruin my makeup. Your headband is so pretty. Where did you get it from? I got it from Shein. I got this from Shein. It comes in a set of 3, and it's like 45 rand or something, or 25 rand or something like that. But it's in a set of 3, black and white sort of headbands. Thank you. I like the way you look from the side. Oh, thank you. Remind me of sea culture. Sea culture. Okay, so where was I, guys? The third thing that I feel is a struggle for me is basically at times feeling so useless, guys. Like you feel useless. Like literally there would be or events that are happening at home, and you can't even contribute to those things, and you just feel like, oh my gosh, yazi ukuthi ukuba unemployed kwami angikwazi ngisho nokucontribute to the smallest of things. Angikwazi ngisho nokuthi make sure niwe ngithenge kuthiwa yini something yokuyoduduza or whatever. Like you can't do anything. You feel so bloody useless. And also when you have to do things, you always have to depend on other people to do them for you. Like like me now, to go home. I'm originally from Durban, and sometimes my family would be like, hey, Unowazi never comes home, Unowazi never comes home. And I don't think they understand that Unowazi coming home is an expense, you know. Unokwazi coming home is an expense that Unokwazi cannot afford herself. So I feel like now every time I have to go home, I need to ask someone to give me money to go home. Like, you feel useless. That's one of the things I literally deal with all the time. And I always used to have this argument with my sister. She always felt as though I don't go home because I don't want to go home, or I don't go home because I don't miss them, or whatever the point might be. But she always used to make it feel like I don't go home because I don't want to go home. No, I don't go home because me going home means that I either one, have to book a flight to go home. A flight is not cheap. And two, I have to consider that if I go home, I go with Ubans. That's another expense on top of le expense le engidila nayo vele ukuthi nami fanele ngikhaya. fanele ngiphume ngibhuka ngibhukhela mina ngibhukhela ubanzi, right? And then on top of that we have to come back. Uyabuya phela awuhlali waya ekhaya. You go home, you still need to come back. That's another expense. Like, it's expensive. Like, going home is expensive. You understand? And imagine having to bother people every time you need to go home. When you feel useless. That's me. That's just me. That's just me, right? And then the fourth thing is like constantly feeling like it's not that you're trying to live according to other people's standards. You're not trying to live according to other people's standards, but you're at an age. That's where I'm at. I'm at an age where I feel like, no, Wazi, girl, you should have your shit in order. You should have your ducks in a row when it comes to this life thing. But I don't. And it's so frustrating. And it's so frustrating, guys. It is so frustrating. Like, Nale Wikike is on because why lift? But anyway, yeah. So like being at an age where you feel like you should have your shit together, you feel like you're the one that should be taking care of obviously your kids, because I've got kids. I should be taking care of my kids. I should be taking care of my mom. One thing I've always wanted to do is be so freaking comfortable in life to a point where my mom doesn't need to work. My mom still works. And she's doing very well for herself. You understand? But I've always wanted ukuthi at this age manje that I'm at, fanele ngabe manje uma uhlele ekhaya and I'm fully taking care of her and things are popping for me, right? But that's not happening. That is not happening. And I think that's one of the things that frustrates me the most, is the fact that there's so much that I want to do and it's not doable. It's not doable being unemployed. All these things that I want to do are not doable. Team optimistic. Hey, pretty lady. Unemployment ship. Yo, who rough. Hi, Maya. And remark registers at family funerals. They literally count how many family functions you didn't attend. Thank you. They do. And they make you feel so bad. You don't care about the family, or you don't want to be with the family. Guys, at whose expense? I would be going home almost every month. I'd be going home every month. But at whose expense? At whose expense? We understand? Like, liability. I'm a liability, guys. Like, I am a liability. Honestly, I'm a liability. And abantu ukuthi understand lokho angazi ukuthi understand kanjani. I think another thing that makes people think that you'll be able to do that is the fact that I'm in Joburg and I'm still alive, and so they feel that, oh, because she's in Joburg and surviving, she should be able to do other things. I can't. I'm barely surviving. I can't. Snazo, hi Queen. When are we getting a story time? Soon, doll. Girl, how are you not insecure? God's grace, I guess. How am I not insecure? God's grace, I swear. Because I'd be lying if I say I am secure at all times. I have my days. I honestly have my days, sweethearts. I have my days. Some days I feel like I'm having better days. Like, I feel like, okay, today is better than yesterday. Do you understand? Now I'm getting all teary, guys. Oh my God. So I have my days. Some days are better than others. I can tell you that much. Some days are better than others. Other days are really shitty. Other days I cry. I obviously don't like come on camera and cry, but Other days I do cry because I'm so frustrated with everything, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, those are the things. You are a woman. Okay, I wish I had skin like you. Thank you, Lara. Babe, don't bash yourself. You are doing well. Thank you so much. Christopher, you are a woman. I am a man. The only I can say the word can't is can't is not a word. Can't. Say it over and over. Cannot isn't a word. I know well. Hey, Iane. Okay, and another thing is that I'm struggling with, which is the fourth thing. I think I've mentioned three already, which is the fourth, guys. I'm getting all teary. I hate this. Okay, the fourth thing is running out of things to do. Running out of things to do in your unemployment state. So, yo, thank you, Rorisang. So, more unemployed people obviously think that you have all the time in the world, but then what do you do with your time? Like, what do you do with all this time in the world that you have? Because there's so much that you can do as a person. Okay, we are applier. Yes, you're doing all these applications. You're trying to get a job. You're on the internet searching all the time. You're well, with me, I'm creating content just to keep me busy. And I think now that's one thing that I feel has really helped me in terms of having things to do. But because before I started creating content, guys, I would run out of things to do. And then you end up just being in this depressed state where you're sitting in the house, you're watching TV, you're frustrated, TV bora, you're watching the same thing, you're doing this, but it's like it's a constant repetition of things when you're sitting in clean. It's a constant repetition of the same thing over and over and over and over again, and you end up feeling like you're gonna lose your mind. And I feel that in that situation, content creation has really helped me, like with that struggle. Content creation has really helped me because when I create content, it's almost as if like it's almost as if I can, you know, like I can do anything. Like I shut myself out from the world and focus it on my content creation. So yeah, content creation has done that for me. And yeah, I'm grateful for that. Like, because I would be losing my goddamn mind. I would be losing my goddamn mind. Looking beautiful as always. Thank you, Rory-san. Pixels, I think I see strength in your way of viewing and analyzing live videos. Can't you monetize that? I am monetizing that at the moment through the Senzo Meiwa case and my YouTube videos. I am making money from those videos. You know, I do get that extra bit of money every month from YouTube, from the views that I get. So I am doing that, and I think that's one thing that has really just, you know, helped me to remain sane, guys. To remain sane. Iyona into engisizayo. Like njengoba ngisho ngithi content creation iyona into esingisizayo ukuthi ngibe sane. The fact that I spend almost the whole day watching the Senzo Meiwa case and I analyze it and people view those videos, that helps me with my sanity. And a lot of people think that people do these Senzo Meiwa videos for the clout. I don't do it for the clout. I do it because it keeps me sane. I do it because it's one of the things that keeps my mind off of the fact that I have nothing else to do. So yeah, call it what it is. call it what it is. Okay, what else? Okay, then it's the applying. So we are applying for jobs. Why, guys? It's never ending. You apply, and the constant rejections or the constant lack of callbacks when you apply for jobs is the craziest thing. It's like the worst thing ever, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying when you get abantu. Sometimes people banesicelo, because you'll find people that will constantly be asking you, "God, do you apply?" Like, please don't ask people that question. Please don't ask unemployed people that question, guys. If you can do me one favor in life, do not ask unemployed people if they're applying for jobs, because, guys, chances are they are, hey? They're not just sitting around waiting for the job to arrive at their doorstep like I am. Mina, I've reached the point where sengikhathele uku-aplya, ade ngangi-aplya ngibizwe, sometimes for ama-interview, sometimes ngingabizwa. I've reached that point where I'm tired, right? But for other people, they really do try to apply and apply and apply, and they just are not getting lucky, or they just are not getting that opportunity right now. So constantly asking people whether they're applying for jobs, stop it. Stop it with immediate effect. It's the worst thing you can possibly do to umuntu ongasebenzi. It's the worst thing you can possibly do. I'm wishing you all the best, and I'm praying for you in all that you pursue in life. Thank you so much, Snazzle. You're gonna make me cry. Sir Pixels, after the Mayua case, you can be very helpful to a lot of people. By breaking down judgments, law jargon. There's a lot of cases people have interest on but actually don't understand or know how to consume. Yeah, that's true. Nami, I've just noticed how much I didn't know about law until this case. Like, it's the craziest. Like, ngimdala ngimgaga ngina 3 decades emhlabeni, but there's so much that I didn't know about law and my rights and all those things that I've learned through this case. Crazy stuff. Like, khona umuntu ongahlala over 30 years, because I'm over 30, guys. Khona umuntu ongahlala over 30 years and not know some things. Like, it's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. Yo, I'm getting teary. Team Optimistic Volume, can you please stop asking that question? Yo, they need to stop. Hey, it's so annoying. It's so immediate depression. Leyo question immediately. Mina nje yangidepressa. Ayikho question engidepressa njengale. Kodwa uya apply. Ayibo. Ngathi wenja. Ngathi wenja. Ucathi ngiyathanda mina ukuhlala ekhaya ngingasebenzi ngingabi namali. Like, hey, abantu bazokudina nje sometimes. Londi, what did you study? I'm sorry to ask. No problem, Londi. I studied internal auditing. I didn't complete my diploma. I'm left with about, I think, 4 or 5 modules. I dropped out of school when I got a job in the bank. So, funny story about that is that I was studying at DUT, guys, and this one day, a friend of mine, said, "You know what, friend, I have applied for a job and they've asked me to come write some assessments because we're at school and we've got a break in between. And I was like, "Ayibo, showcase ngizokapha asambeni ngikapha umngani eyobhala lawo assessment for that job." When I get there, the white lady there is like, "Well, don't you want to write a test as well? Because you're here and you are waiting for your friend anyway. So don't you also just want to write the test and try your luck?" So I was like, "Okay, sure. I mean, I was gonna be here for an hour waiting for my friend anyway. I might as well just do something with that time." So I write the test. write the test, and funny thing is that I passed the test. And the craziest thing about this, the story, it, it will always surprise me. The crazy thing about this is that I got the job. I got a job through that test, and my friend didn't. I got the job, and my friend didn't. Isn't that crazy? And then I started working in the bank, and then I just dropped out of school because I just felt like sengiyasebenza manje. And I dropped out of school. And got drop out nje bhlapa because I dropped out with the intention ukuthi yazi ukuthini ngizoqhubeka the following year. The following year kwasho ukuthi imali isimnandi yabo sekumnandi ukudla imali yakho. And I didn't really go back. So yeah, I studied internal auditing. So I'm good with finances. I'm good with money. I'm good with money. Anything with money, you give me. Anything with money, you give me, please. And then you know any foods. Oh, okay. I was at the applying for jobs, and the constant rejections and not being called back, and oh, we regret to inform you, and all of that. And the frustrating thing about that is that you know you've got what it takes to work in a company and do extremely well. No matter where you're applying, whether there's who I could be applying for a personal assistant job, I know that I would do an exceptional job at that. I know that if any company would hire me, they would have an asset. Regardless of what I'm doing, I could literally be the secretary answering phones. I could kill that job, but you still just don't get the jobs. Like, ileyo nto mina frustrates more than anything. You could literally apply, well, kuthiwa secretary uzohola u7,000. You apply, and then they don't they don't call you back, or they, and you're just like, hey, but let job mina bengizoyixebula mos, let job I would have killed it, but bangathathi bangayiconsider application yakho. And you're just like, I'm such a hardworking person. I'm a person that any company would kill to have. Not that like I'm full of myself and I think so highly of myself, but honestly, guys, any company would be so blessed to have me as an employee. Any company would be so blessed to have me as an employee, okay? Lokho ngiyakwazi because I'm hardworking. I am hardworking. I pay attention to detail. And I'm not just saying this because like ngizama ukuyidayisa, guys. Ngiyazazi. Like ngiyazazi. Mina ungangiqasha as PA ezobhuka nje ama-flights, I would excel at that job. And I know that. So it frustrates me when I'm unable to secure a job, even if it's the simplest job. That's one of the things that also frustrates me. Unokwazi usehluleka nanokuthola umsebenzi wobusekretary, usehluleka nje umsebenzi we-admin. Like crazy business. Hayibo. Hey, hello, fellow internal auditing student. Hi, Blue Eggs. How's it going with you, Lapoga auditing? Mina, to be honest, the auditing ngayenza because space sokwenza financial accounting sasesingekho. I don't want to check calculations. I want to do calculations. I'm more of the calculator than the auditor. Like, I'm more of the chartered accountant, financial accountant than an auditor. And auditing has a lot of notes. I hate notes. I mean, I'm going to calculate. So, yeah. Snazo, hey babes, is there somewhere I can find your email and where are you located? I'm in Gauteng. I am in Gauteng, and my email, I think ikona on my YouTube profile. If not, it is Kwazi, KWAZEYN @gmail.com. But I do have it on my profile on YouTube as well as on my Instagram profile. Kwazipe, if you can, if I don't know which one is easier to check on my Instagram or to go on. I think going on my YouTube profile is actually easier. Also, it's all up. Email yam. Thank you. Boitumelo, same as me. I'm doing financial accounting. How are you finding that, babes? Accounting imnand. I used to enjoy accounting. I never used to be like the smartest child, if I'm being quite honest. Angisizo lezi ingane lezi ezihlakaniphile nje. Mina ngiyingane efundayo. Like, I have to study hard in order for me to get my marks, which is funny because my daughter is very intelligent. My daughter, so intelligent, Sana, so intelligent, top of her school in matric this year. Like, shuthi ifuze mina ingane, shuthi nami nginayo lo potential, akuthi nje mhlambe angiyi-utilizanga ngey'khathi zami, I don't know, but oh guys, oh konje yini enye ede ngifuna ukukhuluma ngayo? Okay, sengwa-mentionile ama-struggles. I've mentioned all the struggles that I have with the unemployment, and now I just want to touch on the brighter side. Like, let's go into the brighter side. So, life has a way of angazi ukuthi ngizoyibeka kanjani le nto, but life has a way of working izinto out in some way or the other. And I'm a big believer that everything happens for a reason. Yonke into eyenzakalayo yenzeka for a reason. And I'm always of the belief ukuthi God places you in situations sometimes so that you sort of grow, you know. You grow in a sense yokuthi yabona mina guys, and futhi honestly, yeah, because I don't know how sometimes I become so positive. I've been a person that always sees the better side of things. Yes, I'm unemployed. Yes, I'm frustrated. Yes, things are not going how I want them to go. But I always sort of look at the positive things as well. So sometimes when I say, hey, Nogazi, you're unemployed, une stress, unje, then I go back and I'm just like, but you know what? Things are not all that bad. Things are not all that bad. And sometimes when I tell people, Oguti, I'm unemployed, people are just like, Kanjan, how? You know? Because I am so grateful even for the smallest things. Yazi, I look at my life sometimes and I'm just like, yes, Nogazi, you're unemployed, but you've never, okay, one, you have a roof over your head. You have a roof over your head, girl. You should be grateful. That's one thing about me. I will always look for other things as a positive in my fucked up situation, basically. So I always say, I have a roof over my head, so I am grateful. I never go to sleep without ukudla. As much as I'm unemployed, anglambi. That is another big place. Now I'm gonna cry. Yeah, but now I'm gonna cry. Let me drink my Red Bull. Oh God, I'm gonna cry. Oh God. I'm gonna comment because I am seriously gonna cry. It's good. Plus, I'm really good in numbers. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's really good, girl. Hayibo matric this year waze wakhulisa. Umuntu asaqedile nokubhala. Sengine-matriculant futhi ngiyamthemba vele ukuthi uzophasa. So sengine-daughter nje ngizothi ekwi-first year because qedile ukubhala. She's literally going to first year next year because ngiyamazi uzophasa. Ngiyamthemba. Ngalapho ngabhetsha ngayo. Okay, so I was saying the things that I'm grateful for and the things that always keep me sort of going when I think, okay, I'm unemployed, I'm this. Let me just put this here because this lace is really irritating me. Okay, so I say I have a roof over my head and I never go to sleep on an empty stomach. 3, ngihlala kwindlu enogesi. Angikaze ngilale ugesi awukho-ke la endlini or whatever. Running water, ugeza amanzi ashisayo aphuma empompini. Guys, the smallest things I will find grace kulezo zinto to keep me thinking, okay, yes, you're unemployed, but can you see how many more things you have that surpass lokuba unemployed? Can you see how many more things you can be grateful for instead of being stuck kulento yokuthi you're unemployed? You understand? Ngilala on a queen size bed that is half my size, comfortable bed every night. You get me? Hlezi ne-Wi-Fi nakho kuyimanje ngiku-YouTube ngi-live, i-Wi-Fi ayipheli like untuluntulu ye-Wi-Fi. Those are the little things that I'm so grateful for. I have a family that loves me, a family that wants me to do good, a family that is always willing to bend over backwards for me. So grateful. A partner that is so supportive. My partner, angaba no 10 rand wokugcina. He would rather stay no 2 rand angiwo 8 rand. That's the partner I have. Yabona nje lezo zinto yo guys, yo. Those small things, guys. It's those small things that I am grateful for, and when I look at Zona, I'm just like, you know what? Maybe life isn't all that bad. Life isn't all that bad. Look at the things that you have as opposed to the things that you don't have. Like even manje, I'm just thinking, kunabantu that go to sleep every night with the hopes that they'll wake up and they never do. Mina, I'm alive, I'm awake. I'm healthy. Kunabantu that are praying to survive from sicknesses. I'm healthy. I'm the healthiest that I've been. Healthy, righty. Those are all the things that you should be grateful for. Like yo guys, yo angas. Like mobile izinto that you have sometimes in life, they are so much more than the things that you don't have. Like, yeah. Now, yo. Yeah. The things that you have, the things that God has blessed you with, are so much more than the things that you don't have. So being unemployed is not like the end of your life or the end of izinto. Yes, you're unemployed. It might be for the next 5 months, maybe it might be for the next year, but look at the things that you have. Look at the things that you should be grateful for. Yabo? Yeah, that is the positive word. That is the positive word. If you take anything from this video today, let it be that. izinto that are not going according to your plan, or izinto that are not going well, or izinto that wena moyi-counter uthi ngathini, they're not going your way, or the things that you say mhlampe ngathini guys, oh nokukhuluma sometimes mina kuyangifuna, but like the things that you would probably say, hey uNkulunkulu la, intando yakhe is not really fair when it comes to this, are not that bad. Like it's not that bad. Like things could be worse. Things could be worse. Yeah, basically. That's it. That's me. That's my word of the day. That's my encouragement for the day. For abantu that are unemployed, that is my encouragement. That's it. Hi, I love your makeup. Thank you so much, Rosa. All the best to her. Thank you, Sibusisi. Where udlula abasebenzayo. Oh, thank you. Team Optimistic, I was meant to listen to your wisdom today. Thank you. You're most welcome. Boitumelo, thank you for talking about this. You're welcome, Boitumelo. Hello, 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 hello. Is it Sabir? Hello. Yeah, guys, so that is my chat on unemployment. That is my chat on, life in general, and being unemployed, and abantu abaningi, guys, mina honestly I don't know why they don't believe me when I say I'm unemployed. Hey, it's God's grace, guys. God's grace, sufficient. Thank you, Bongani. God's grace mfana isanele sonke. God's grace, it's sufficient. It keeps me going. It keeps me going. And you know what the craziest thing is? Mina kuyenzeka sometimes ukuthi out of the blue angithi angisebenzi, and I don't bother anyone. I don't bother anyone. I try my best to just stay in my own space and all of that. Yazi mina ngisukelwa abantu even from social media or whatever, and they just like, nokwazi, please can you send me your banking details, or nokwazi, what do you need? Do you need anything? And I'm just like, it can only be God. It can only be God, because what do they mean? Do I need something? Bengangazi kind of thing. Yo, right? Yo, yeah. Izomosha makeup yami wena. Okay. Thank you for talking on your experience and being vulnerable. Advice is much appreciated. Thank you so much, Snazo. Thank you for joining me. Bona angakaqedi nokwenza i-makeup kodwa sengikhulume almost an hour and I'm not even done with my makeup. Like, how crazy is that? I should be done by now. I should be done. An hour? It takes me an hour to do my makeup, so namhlanje kushuthi nje i-focus ibingekho kwi-makeup, ibikule discussion ibishisa kushuthi, because what is this, child? Yeah, but anyway, guys, ngiyanithanda, yes. I love my subscribers. I love my subscribers. Like, I love them so much. You guys really keep me going. Like, I appreciate you guys so much. Anazi, how much I appreciate you guys. And then I'm sure you always hear like YouTubers say, "Oh, I appreciate my subscribers so much," and you think it's yadlala, guys. Guys, we appreciate you guys. Anizazi izinto enisenzela zona nina. Just by watching our videos, you don't know, you don't know the things you do for us. Just by watching my videos, nje mina guys. Nibuka ama video, nibuka ama ads, ni like. Do you know how much that does for me? You literally know nothing. Yes, anazi lutho. Anazi lutho serious. Nina, I have no clue. The things that you guys are doing for us YouTubers. You can have no clue, guys. It has to be God, because not all have those kind of offers. That's why I'm saying, la engithi khona yazi ukuthini ngi-frustrated ukunya kumane nje kube ne-blessing ngishiya umuntu at random uma nathi yazi awenze so crazy guys. Like I'm being honest though, you guys really don't have a clue how much I appreciate you guys. I don't even want to lie. Yabona into engiyenza la angiyazi, le ngiyenza la I feel like I'm ruining my look. Concentration has to be on 100 because we're dealing with our eyes right now. Thank you, Busisiwe. Thank you so much. Ngiyanithanda, ngiyani-appreciate, guys. I appreciate you guys. Yazi ukuthi I was looking at about 2 years ago. I was watching a video of mine from 2 years ago, and I was like, road to 200 subscribers. Hey, who knew? And that time, YouTube ngiyenzela nje ukuthi ngiyeke ukucabanga. At that time, YouTube ngangakacabanga nanokucabanga, like I never imagined that I'd ever get monetized on YouTube. That was now even before Senzo Meiwa trial or before anything. Giba monetized. I became monetized before the whole Senzo Meiwa case. And people were just watching my vlogs. Vlogs. I'm missing vlog. I'm just like, I'm not the best vlogger actually. I'm not the best vlogger, but hey, guess what? People watch my vlogs. People watch my vlogs, people watch my story times, and I got monetized through those story times and vlogs. And even though, and it's the craziest thing because you would expect Uguti, guys, yazi things just work out in a weird way. You would expect, because I don't get that many views, that like uyayibuza ukuthi ayibo lo muntu uba monetize kanjani ngoba ama-views akhe akanawo ama-views awo 20,000 or 10,000, yet here we are. Gracie ke baba, mina ngizokutshela ngeGrace. Ngizokutshela ngani? ngeGrace ukuthi wey ngizoyimosha ke le wing. Ngishilo. The thing is that mirror is too far. That mirror. Now that we're on the topic of my subscribers and my views, guys, look at my video, man. Watch my other videos, please. Watch my vlogs. Watch my other videos. My story times. Watch all my videos, guys. Watch all my videos, and then maybe I won't even need to complain about having a job, because the money that I'll be making here will be my salary. Just by you guys watching my videos, the money that I will make here will be my salary, and then I never have to complain about being unemployed again. Can you imagine that? This wing is always better than the other side. Why? Le ihlezi ibhenga compared to le. Hey, yabona nje bafethu. The more ngiqhubeka, the more kuba worse. Ngeke bafowethu, ngeke. Yo. No, let me just leave this. Ayikho lento engiyenza la. Bona le njani, Hey bafethu, yabona nje. Nisakhona, guys. The more uthi uyayilungisa, the more uyenza worse. That's one thing about me. Because what is this? I feel like I'm ruining my look. The more I try to fix it, the more better. Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. My days. What the hell is this? Ngithanda nonke emakhaya ke kodwa ke efanele niyazi leyo ukuthi emakhaya ngithanda nonke. Eyeshadow yami ayingekuphumula shem. Ukuphumula zero. Hayi. Yay. Yo, it's a problem. It really is not giving me ukuphumula. Because what is this, child? Drag queen. Ngathi uyayazi i-Dragalicious yini ke loyo Sanas drag queen because it never stop. Ngisakhona guys nathula nje manje noma nisekho. Nkala ngiyabonga. Ngiyabonga yeso. Hey, ingane yami yathula kangaka. Bansi, are you okay? Why are you so quiet? Are you sleeping? Oh, hey, you're too quiet, bruh. Guys, if I'm being honest, I don't like this makeup look. If I'm being all the way 100, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I hate it with a passion. Hi, Magasandra. I want to highlight. One hand. Yeah. Nisakhona sibusisiwe ayibo nathula nje. Ngase ngikhuluma ngedwa. Ngase ngithula kangaka pho manje. Oh, shame. Good luck. Are you writing? Manzi, do you have airtime to call your father? Do you have airtime to call your father? Yeah, guys, my phone is ringing now. Niyadla. Nidlani. Ifoni yami iyaringa guys. Bengithe ngizophuma ngo-2 kwi-live so hayi manje uthuli uma sethuli ngathi usegaba yamazi phela. That's my son. I know him too well. When he's too quiet, something is not right. Esethula kakhulu. Ngiyibonile le enye lip gloss ngizofaka le. Intsha le. Juicy bomb. This smells so good. I don't like this look. Nale lacy iyalifta ngina how many days? 3 days ukegoli ngifakile so yeah. It's whatever. Yes, it's whatever. You're not gonna makeup look here. So guys, I have to go. Thank you so much for chilling with me. Thank you so much for talking with me. Thank you so much for listening to me. No, this must be filthed because it doesn't look good. I don't like this makeup look. I don't like it. Guys, thank you so much for listening to me. and my little talk. You guys almost made me very emotional, but yes, it's in. We're good. Like, we're good. Yes, it's right. It's right. It's sazo variety. Sazo papa. Sazo papa, guys. It's sazo papa. Sazo variety life in nuts. Nkulunkulu nje okwamanje usasibhubhisile. When the time is right, he will open those doors for us. That's one thing he promises. His plans are to prosper us. So we will prosper. Prosperisha gona. Sizo prosperisha. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.